All right, y'all, here we go. The latest hot topic around NBA social media has been LeBron doesn't make players around him better. And those making the argument, they have some numbers to back it up, but we all know numbers can be skewed depending on the sample size and in the context of them. But this got me to thinking about the fans' very subjective way of ranking superstar players. We're all over the place with stats. Mean more? What part does winning play in the equation? How about aesthetic appeal? I mean, face it, some guys are just way more entertaining to watch than others, but does that make them better? So in an attempt to organize ranking players, I introduced to you versatility fit. How many different type of other star caliber players can you fit with? Now, you could fit any group of players together. When I say fit, it means they don't have to really compromise their game. Usage and overall numbers may naturally go down, but efficiency should go up, and whatever their true elite skill is should ultimately be magnified. When it comes to LeBron James, it's a complicated matter. A player like LeBron, you could argue his true elite trait is his versatility. His ability to do everything very well ultimately is going to overshadow his teammates' skills, causing less than an ideal fit with most other star players. LeBron is that good though. He's the gold standard of the do-it-all superstar. A notch below in the same category, you've got Westbrook, Iverson. We could go even further back to a Charles Barkley. They are the Tom Hanks leading man. The ability to do it all, play any role. So good sometimes it can be just them with a ball on an island. Ultimately, you write a script for Tom or LeBron, and it becomes more about their performance than the movie itself. Now, the second archetype for this category is the Sam Jackson leading man. A superstar in his own right, but maybe not as versatile an actor, more reliant on the script and the cast around him. A Steph Curry, a Tim Duncan, a Magic Johnson. Just like Mr. Jackson, on a given film, he may not have the most screen time or most lines, but he often has the most impactful and important scene in the film. The ability to have great impact with less time needed to do so is a great trait. What it also does is allow for more stars in the movie. Now back to LeBron and his versatility fit. He's been Tom Hanks for 15 years now. Does it really matter who else is in the movie? People are gonna go see it and it's going to do well. And just like Tom, he picks his scripts very well. But let's face it, if you're a young and upcoming player or actor, you're Ryan Gosling or a Chadwick Boseman, and you sign on to do a movie with Tom Hanks, at your very best, you could only hope to win Best Supporting Actor. LeBron is an all-time great, and there's no debating it. Your strength is your weakness. His ability to do it all and to carry so much of the load ultimately is what makes playing alongside him difficult for so many. The proof is in the pudding. And in his 15th season, man, let's face it, he's staring down the GOAT title. But looking in the tier below in this same Tom Hanks archetype, a Westbrook, an Iverson, a Barkley, I think it's a fair question to ask, should they have or should they change their style? Are they really so good that the whole team, movie, and script should revolve around them? All right, now jumping back to our Sam Jacksons. There's no doubt you need more things in place for this type of superstar to flourish. A lot of it is out of their hands. Surrounding cast, where they were drafted, coaching style. If these things don't go right, ask yourself, would some of them ever be mentioned as superstars? But at the same time, will Russ ever win a title? Iverson didn't. But looking at the other archetype, neither did Nash. So next time you find yourself in a rankings battle or talking draft, be sure to consider versatility fit. If you were a GM, which archetype would you go after? I guess what's available may dictate who you look for. And there are more Tom Hanks out there in the draft, players that want to carry the load, the do-it-alls, Damian Lillards, right? But what tier are there? There's very few tier 1 Tom Hankses. There's very few LeBrons and Jordans. But there's tons of tier 2s and tier 3s. I pose the question to you, what type of archetype superstar are you after? Which one is easier to identify? A lot of it has to do with personality traits rather than physical traits on the court. The last thing I will throw at you, and part of this evaluation process is, are these superstar players adaptable? Can they change from one archetype to another? Some of them, it's clear they cannot. A Russell Westbrook or an Allen Iverson come to mind is why I keep using them as examples. But other guys, I had mentioned Damian Lillard, and you see the Blazers, and he's young enough in his career where he could possibly change archetypes and change career trajectories and have great success as a Sam Jackson. Going back to LeBron James, Father Time is undefeated, and at some point he will no longer be able to carry a movie. And what type of actor will he become? Will he be Eddie Murphy, Nicolas Cage, a guy that just takes any old script in any old movie as long as he's the star of it? Or will he be more like Christopher Walken and be selective and willing to play a small role in a better movie? It remains to be seen. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, y'all.